My goal today is to create a briefing in Scoreboard. I've already logged in and have landed at my homepage. Before I build a briefing, I'll review one that has already been developed. On the primary navigation pane on the left, I'll select Briefings. Click on the Mobile World organization using the drop-down arrow at the top, and choose Select. I now see an existing briefing named Monthly Staff Meeting. I'll click Start in the upper right-hand corner to present it in full page mode. To zoom in, I can click on a blank area of the dashboard. To zoom out, I can click again. The briefing is comprised of 13 pages. The first is the Kpi History Dashboard. I can use the arrows in the top left to navigate one page at a time, either forward or back. I can also navigate directly to a particular page in the briefing by using the drop-down arrow, such as the Sales Report, which is the 5th page of the briefing. In this view, I see a number of items with their performance for the past year. At any time, I can drill down on a particular item like sales revenue by clicking on the name. To get back, I'll select the Resume At option in the top left. I can exit full page mode by clicking Stop in the top right. After reviewing an existing briefing, I'll try building one on my own. I'll start by selecting Briefings on the primary navigation page, and then selecting the appropriate organization up at the top. Once again, I'll select Mobile World. Next, I'll select New Briefing. Provide a name, we'll call it Corporate, and then select Create. I'll see that the briefing is currently blank, but I'm provided with a helpful hint that to fill it, I'll need to use the Send To button in the upper right-hand corner of most screens. To do that, I'll start by selecting Dashboards. With Kpi History already selected in the upper right, I'll select the Send To icon, and then select Briefing. I can name the slide in the briefing anything I'd like, but I'll accept the default name. Towards the lower right, I'll select Corporate as my destination briefing, and then I'll click Save. Next, I'll add a report to the briefing by selecting Charts and Reports. From the 7 different reports that already exist, I'll select the Financial Overview report, and then select the Send To icon in the upper right. Once again, I'll select Briefing, accept the default slide name, select Corporate as my destination briefing, and click Save. Next, I'll add a scorecard view to the briefing by selecting Scorecards. I'll expand Financial and select an Increase Revenue objective. I'll then select the Send To icon in the upper right, select Briefing, accept the default slide name, select Corporate as my destination briefing, and click Save. Lastly, I'll add an initiative view to the briefing by selecting Initiatives. I'll select the Build SEO Capability Initiative and select the Send To icon in the upper right. I'll select Briefing, select Corporate, and click Save. After I've added all the pages I want, I'll take a look at what I've built. I'll select Briefings and select the corporate briefing. I'll click Start to view the briefing in full screen mode and ensure I'm zoomed out. Using the toggle in the top left, I'll confirm that page 1 is the Kpi History Dashboard, page 2 is the Financial Overview Report, page 3 is the Increased Revenue Objective, and page 4 is the Build SEO Capability Initiative. Using the drop-down arrow, I'll toggle back to the report and drill down to Product Revenue by clicking on the name. To navigate back, I'll select Resume At in the top left, and then click Stop to exit full screen mode. At this point, I may want to edit the briefing by using either the Edit option in the top right or in the bottom left. Either option will take me to exactly the same place. In the Edit panel, I have a number of different options. At the top, I can rename the briefing. I can also move or copy the briefing to a different organization or delete the briefing altogether. Moving down, I can also reorder the slides. Or I can delete them. If I click the Delete Slide icon, I'll be asked to confirm the deletion. But in this case, I'll select Cancel. When I'm done with my editing, I'll select Done in either the top right or the bottom left. If I want to change the actual slide itself, I can't do that directly within Briefings. I need to go back to the original location, such as Dashboards, and make the changes there.